So, I'm on my way. I'm hiking from Cedar Grove to it's going to be a 4-day trip. I started out at Cedar Grove. I'm going to spend the first night at Tent Meadow, which I'm almost there. I'll spend the second and third nights at Granite Lake. And this has easily been the worst hike I've ever been on. Like, I've already climbed like 2,200 feet, and I haven't even gone 4.5 miles. I'm no joke, I've been hiking since 8 a.m. It's 10 minutes till 2, and I took like about a 45-minute kind of lunch rest break. It is just like straight up, straight up, straight up. I've never hiked a hike where there hasn't been like hills up and down hill, even if it's mostly up. Just kicking my ass. And I'm dying, and I've already been hiking like 6 hours. And now I've come face to face with my biggest fear. So what is that? So people are always like, Lori, you go backpacking alone. Aren't you afraid of bears? No, I respect bears. I'm not really afraid of them. Are you afraid of lions? Well, maybe a little bit, but I don't really see them. It's not a all-encompassing fear. Not really afraid of spiders. I don't really like them, but okay, spiders, all right. Crazy people might be out here, okay. But I hate, from the very depth of my being, caterpillars. They're like just hairy mucus with legs. They are the most disgusting things. And I had this horrible incident when I was probably like 10 or 11 maybe. And the house that I lived in where I grew up is on a hill, so there's like the only way to get to the house is up the hill, up this long skinny driveway. And so I was on my 10 speed. Oh, and so the road is all covered with trees. And this one particular year, there was an infestation of caterpillars. And they had these big, gigantic, nasty nests in the trees and they would just pulsate with the caterpillars. It was disgusting. And so this one day I was riding my bike and I had to go up the hill, but it must have been the day that they were like all hatching. And so there's just like hundreds of caterpillars hanging from the trees that are draping over the road, and they're all in their little silks, and they're all just squirming and hanging in the air. And it was like a gauntlet. And I remember I went to I wouldn't go up to my house, so I went to a friend's house, and I want to say I called my grandmother, who lived like a couple miles away, and asked her if she would come pick me up and then drive me through the gauntlet of caterpillars to my house, and she did. So anyways, I have this disgusting, horrible fear of caterpillars. And it appears that as I'm approaching my destination of Tent Meadow, there's like lots of manzanita. Oh, it's going to be washed out. You can't see. There's tons of manzanita here. And it is just filled with giant pulsating silk hatcheries of caterpillars. And now I'm noticing they're all over the trail, and like little dead ones and live ones. And I know that my camp, is that a deer? No. My campsite is on the other side of that. And even if it's a little bit away from these pulsating orbs of horror, I know that they're there because I'm not even there yet, and they're on the ground. And so now I'm faced with, I'm going to try to make myself be brave and walk through it. But I don't know what I'm going to do if I get to the campsites and they're overridden with caterpillars, because like I can't deal with it. I cannot set up a tent and have just caterpillars everywhere touching me, getting in my stuff. Like I'm afraid that they're falling out of the trees, and like before it's like 90 degrees and I'm sweating like crazy, and every once in a while you can feel the drip of sweat roll down your back, and I was just like, oh, whatever. sweat. But now, anything that touches me or lands on me, or like I feel that drip of sweat, and I just imagine it's a caterpillar just sliding down my back. And I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with this, but I don't know what I'm gonna do if it's overridden, because I don't have like 5 hours to hike back and go home. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I will keep you updated. Oh, and I had to take this video on my iPhone because when I went and I charged my camera, I charged my video recorder, and when I pulled out my video camera, it was like, oh, no memory card. Oh, crap. When we went to Disneyland, we took the card out and I apparently didn't put it back in. I don't know who did that, Mark. So anyways, maybe it wasn't Mark, because he'll see this video and be like, don't blame it on me, I didn't take the card out. So I don't know where the card is, but it's not in the video camera, so it has like a little teeny tiny memory, so I want to save that in case I do go to the lake, because it's just going to be beautiful there. So anyways, okay, bye.